Today I'm here with Tara Brooks. Tara, I appreciate you coming on again.
Yes, thanks for having me.
So last time we talked about Germantown, and I'm going to include a link to that video in the description. But today we're going to talk about another great suburb of Memphis. Today's topic is going to be Collierville.
Yes.
So Tara, for those that don't really know much about the Memphis area, could you give us a brief intro into what Collierville is like?
Yeah, so Collierville is in the southeast portion of Shelby County. It's the third largest city in Shelby County. It's about 55,000 people, and the average income is about $120,000.
Okay, so it's a pretty high-end suburb. I mean, that's a pretty high-end income for this part of the state. What is crime and safety and, all these concerns that a lot of people have about the city? What is it like in Collierville?
Yeah, of course. So crime, I say, is relative. It's a feeling that you get. I know a lot of people can't be here to walk around the city. Maybe they don't have friends or family members who can kind of verify and tell them about the city. So I always suggest to look at the Collierville Facebook page. It's the Collierville Police Department page. They're super active in the community. They update their Facebook page multiple times a week, and they also have an app, like a service through their Collierville Police Department website, where you can sign up for text alerts and emails to kind of get a feel for the city if you can't be here. And another thing that I tell my clients that gives them some comfort is Collierville is actually ranked 77th in the United States for safety, which means there's less than 30% of cities in the United States that would be more safe than Collierville. And that kind of brings a little air of comfort too.
Yeah, absolutely. That's very safe. So Collierville is obviously very safe. But what about the schools? I've heard they're great, but can you tell us more about what the schools are like?
Yes, of course. So Collierville has about a half a dozen schools that range from K through 12 in person, and then they also have a virtual school. And of those schools, they've been nominated through niche.com that ranks school districts all over the United States as number one. So they're number one best school district in the state of Tennessee, and they have an A+ rating. And those ratings are pulled from their ACT scores, their college placement, scholarships, and overall teacher to student ratio, and they have a 16-to-1 student teacher ratio, which is on the lower end for the state.
Yeah, that's crazy. 16-to-1 is a great number. Those
Absolutely.
are really small classes.
Mm-hmm.
So I know I see when I go into grocery stores, restaurants, or whatnot, I see magazines, and not just local magazines, but even regional magazines or national, that highlight Collierville. It seems to have an allure to people even outside of this area.
Yes, they've been nominated and awarded several times for their small town feel. Most recently, they were in Southern Living in the April 2022 edition for most charming Tennessee cities to visit. So
Wow.
yeah, they've definitely pulled in that small town feel, and it's easy to see with the 20 parks, 15 playgrounds. We have a huge outdoor mall at Carriage Crossing. That's huge walkability there. And then our main town street, downtown district, has a lot of community involvement and events. So starting this next month, they're kicking off their summer concert series, which starts, I think, June 9th will be the first date for that. And it's got food, fun, music, their theme nights. And then later in the year, a fun event that's coming up will be Collierville's first annual Hot Air Balloon Festival, which is super fun, and it'll bring in tons of people, and it's going to be hot air balloon rides you can sign up for, carnival rides, there'll be food, music, and more. So definitely a lot going on, always something to do. Just a very fun town with a nice feel.
Great. That sounds like fun for all the ages.
Yes.
And that's all or a lot of that's in the Collierville Square, right?
Yes, so the Balloon Festival will be outside of the square, but the summer concert series, they do one in the summer and then one again in the fall. That is in the square, and they also have a lot of seasonal events in the square. So like pictures with the Easter Bunny, Easter egg hunts they had just a few months ago, like all kinds of stuff. So definitely very, very interesting, very unique.
Great. So very safe town, great schools, fun for any group of ages or people, lots of different things to do. Sounds like a great suburb to grow up in or to move to.
Yes, it's good, and it's not far from Memphis. A lot of people who aren't from here don't really know how to place Collierville, being so far in the southeast portion of Shelby County from like the river that would be on the far west. And it's really like a 30-minute car ride from the furthest part of Collierville to the Memphis airport, and then maybe 45 minutes or less to the downtown area. So even though you're in your own full booming city, you still have that vibrant Memphis life.
That's right. Well, is there anything else you'd like to hit on?
No, I think that about covers it.
Great. Well, Tara, I appreciate you coming on. This has been a great video, and I think people will enjoy watching it. So, Tara, if people want to find you, if they want to learn more about Collierville, or they want help buying or selling a home, what's the best way for them to get in contact with you?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram or Facebook. My hashtag would be Tara Brooks Sells 901. You can also find me on the Collierville website or at my LinkedIn under Tara Brooks.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, guys.